Later. Yeah, I'm cuffed up with my baby girl.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl D. This video is another storytime video, and this video is going to be a little bit more recent, and it's gonna hit a little bit close to home because this is a Scottsdale story. So no, I need a nose contour. So I just wanna say that in no way, shape, or form am I trying to expose people. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just telling y'all what the hell happened to me. Like, I don't go out talking to people. When I go out, people talk to me. So I'm gonna try really hard to not to try to say this story in a way that people won't know who I'm talking about, because this person is, I feel like, I'm not saying that he was like an important person or anything, but I just see him hanging out with a lot of people out there. So some years ago, when I first moved out to Arizona, I worked with this girl, and this chick, we're gonna call her Carly, okay? So I worked with this chick, Carly, and Carly, she was really cute. She was around the same age as me. She did have kids. I don't have any kids, but for the most part, we had, like, you know, quite a few things in common. And one thing we had in common is that we both like to go out. We like to go out, and when we go out, we didn't even drink. Like, we didn't smoke, we didn't drink, we didn't do none of that. We just went out because we like going out, and people were drawn to us, and we just like to have fun. So it was fun hanging with her at first. Another story time, whatever. Carly and I aren't friends anymore, but that's one thing I do miss about that chick, is that she likes to go out. I want to be going out. I love going out. So when I first met Carly, you know, it was really fun hanging with her because I was new to Arizona. You know, she really showed me who's who, what's what, where's where you can meet this type of person, where you can see this type of person. Just where the different areas about where people go to socialize. They like to go to Scottsdale. I liked it at first, but, you know, people start having me fucked up out there. So I like to go downtown now. Like, that's more my vibe, like chill. But back then we was hitting Scottsdale every weekend. Scottsdale, if you're not familiar with Scottsdale, Arizona, Scottsdale is a place, it's like a place with money. Like, so there's a lot of black people out there with money. There's some white people out there with money. Like, people just have money out there. Scottsdale's a place where there's a lot of niggas out there with money, and they think that they flash a little, you'll take your panties off. And it ain't that type of party, bitch! In Scottsdale on Sundays, there's this thing out there, Sunday Fun Day, whatever. Pretty much like a day party. So there's this bar that everybody goes to, like, earlier in the day, and then at night everybody goes to another bar, or it's a club actually. Like they're like in walking distance from each other, like really close. Well, one Sunday after church, Carly and I went to Sunday Fun Day. And we were at Sunday Fun Day, and we were there for a little bit, you know, just seeing who all was up there at first. The thing about Carly, man, she was always on the prowl, like with niggas, like just talking to a nigga and find something better than just block them and just talk to somebody else. You know, I remember always thinking, like, damn, man, this bitch is savage. But anyway, so we were at this day party, and I think we were gonna leave. We were gonna leave and go get something to eat and come back. So we were walking out of this day party, and a group of dudes were walking in, and when we walked past him, this guy, he grabbed my hand, and as I was walking past, he grabbed my hand, and he's like, oh no, I can't let you leave without me getting your phone number. But he was drunk, like, he was sloppy drunk, like, when he came up to me, and I was like, ugh. But I started talking to him, because when I turned around and I actually looked at him, he was very, very handsome. Like, I want to describe him, but I don't want people to figure out who it is. Like, he was very tall. He was, like, built like he played baseball or some shit. Like, he just had that type of body, and that's all I'm gonna say about him, is that he was fine as hell. We're talking, and he's like, hey, what's your name? And I was like, hey, my name is D. Like, my name is so and so. Let's call him Craig. He's like, hey, my name is Craig. Y'all leaving? Why y'all leaving? We're like, oh, we're just gonna get something to eat and come back. And he was like, well, and I didn't even give my number. He's like, well, when you come back, I want your phone number. And I was like, dude, you drunk? You're not even gonna remember who I am. He was like, well, I'm not gonna forget you. And I was like, nigga, please. Me and Carly went to go get some tacos, and we were talking, and she was like, girl, he's fine as hell. And I was like, why? In my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck does he want with me? I kind of had an idea, but I was new to Arizona. I had never really been out like that before. I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, well, Arizonians, they probably different, I don't know. So we finish our tacos, we go back over to the day, you know, the little day bar. And when I get in there, we're in there, you know, just listening to music, just, you know, just people watching pretty much. And he comes over to me and he's like, hey, what's up? I told you I want your number. And in my head, I was like, oh, wow, he really did remember. And I was like, maybe he is really interested in getting to know me. Y'all, he was so tall. Like, I think he was already like 6'2" or 3. And I'm 5'3", so he was super tall to me. So I needed to see what this dude was about. I think for me, when I'm meeting somebody, it's like conversation is everything. Conversation is like the first thing with me. Like, if y'all actually see some of my ex-boyfriends or some people I've dated, they're ugly as fuck. Like, ugly. But they made me laugh, and their conversation was good, and they liked fucked my mind. Like, I like that. So I talked to this man on the phone a handful of times. He wasn't really talking about shit, and when I say that he wasn't really talking about shit, that's a nice way of me saying he was dumb as fuck. So I met him up at his job a few times, and we just sat and had some fast food. But other than that, like, he wasn't really talking about nothing. He didn't really seem like, his conversation just wasn't there for me. So I really wasn't really feeling him no more. So I quit talking to him for a few weeks, and a couple Sundays later, I ran into him again at Sunday Fun Day, and it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, middle of the day, and he was leaving, and he saw me. He came and said hi. We exchanged words. I'm like, are you leaving? He said, yeah, you should come with me. And I was like, no, I'm good. I just got here. I'm trying to chill for a little bit. Like, no. And he was like, well, I'm going to text you later. And I was like, okay, whatever, bye. 30 minutes later, you know, I'm still at Sunday Fun Day, and my phone goes off. So I pick up my phone and look at it. I got a text message from him, and it says, are you down to fuck or not? What? So I was texting back and forth with him. I was like, look, I'm not that type of person. Like I'm not really trying to, like, fuck you, basically. Like, I'm not interested in fucking you. You look good, but I'm not that type of bitch, you know? Like, he texts me, he's like, well, I'm not looking for no relationship, and I'll be at home, so if you change your mind and you want to come over, then let me know. And I was like, bitch, wow. Fast forward like a month or something later, I see him at International. I was not going to say shit to him, but he came up to me, he was like, why you don't call me no more? Like, bitch, what the fuck did me? Why you don't call me no more? I miss talking to you. I miss chilling with you. I want to see you. You should hit me up. Blah, 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 blah. So I never did hit him back up, but a couple weeks later after I seen him, he actually hit me up and was like, hey, I moved. You should come through. And I was like, because of the history, and I was just like, I'm good, love, enjoy. But he was like, no, I'm not trying to Netflix and chill you. Just come through. We're going to watch a movie and just kick it. I just want to talk to you. And I really want to get to know you this time. Just please come through. So, I was like, fine. I ain't doing shit else anyway. So I dress casually, drive all the way to fucking Gilbert, go to this apartment. And this apartment is actually pretty fly. Like, he's got a really nice ass apartment. So I was like, okay. I get in there. I sit down. And long story short, we started talking, whatever. He's like, I'm glad you came over. And I was like, yeah, I'm just, whatever. I'm here. So we sit on the couch and watch a movie. And we just start talking. And he's starting to vent to me. He's telling me about his childhood, his past, his future, just a bunch of shit that he just started venting to me. People always venting to me, telling me shit. People always just venting to me all the time. Like, so I was just like, well, maybe he's just stressed and needs somebody to vent to and blah, blah, blah. So he's talking to me about his relationship with his family, and he doesn't have a good relationship with his family. And then I think he felt sorry for himself and he wanted to fuck. Like, I don't know how this works. Like, I don't know where this even came from when I was over there. Like, I think that maybe he was talking and venting so much that he started feeling sorry for himself, and he thought I was feeling sorry for him too, and that I felt sorry for him, so I was gonna give him some. But that wasn't the case. Like, I was like, come sit over here, and he was trying to get me to sit on his lap, and I was like, no, I'm good right here. And then he like was trying to hug me and kiss on my neck, and I pushed him off, and I was like, yo, I did not come over here for this. And he just started breaking down. Why don't you want to fuck me? What's wrong with me? You don't like me? I'm ugly to you? Why don't you want to fuck me? He started bugging out. And it's so crazy because the guys that are the most finest, they have the most money, they can be, you know, just that dude, and they be so insecure because he literally was crying like tears, like, why don't you want to fuck me? What's wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? I'm not good enough for anybody, blah blah blah. I was like, that's my fucking cue to leave. You're psycho. I've been thinking in my head, I don't know this dude, he's crazy, I need to get the fuck out of here. So I like got up and I was like, you know what? I gotta go. And I start grabbing my shit. And he was like, fine, get the fuck out, you stupid bitch. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You ain't shit anyway. I can have anybody I want over here. And I choose, do you have you over here and you acting like this? Blah, blah, blah. As he's yelling at me, he's like going in on me. I'm grabbing my phone. I'm getting my purse. And I was like, well, excuse the hell out of me. After I got my shit, I drove home and I haven't seen or heard from the dude since. Well, I actually did see him one time, but he didn't see me. But yeah. Anyways, though, that is the end of this story. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to subscribe, comment, and share the video. If you like me doing these story times, please give this video a thumbs up so I know that you like story times, because I have lots of crazy. This story wasn't even crazy. This is like a little story, like a little mini story. Like I got crazy stories, but just give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.